All right, so we finally got a pair of these. I've been waiting for this release for quite a while. This is the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V4, and this is the wide version. Since they do offer wide versions, I always prefer wide with my FuelCell sneakers from New Balance. This shoe is kind of the ultimate pair of sneakers right now for like people that want something that's soft, squishy, lightweight, like responsive, breathable, all those things. In my opinion, this is basically like a Nike Invincible Run, but like a better, cheaper version, because these retail at I think $140. The Invincible Runs are up at $180. But they revamped the very popular FuelCell Rebel V3 to the fourth version. It's a ground up build. It looks phenomenal. I think just stylistically, I just love the look of what they created with the geometric shapes on the midsole. The upper, again, I just like this color blocking as well. I just did a review of one that's very similar to this with the Elite version as well. But the Elite version features the carbon fiber plate. These do not have that. This is made for more like everyday runners. And I'm super excited to finally have these in hand and on feet. And I'll tell you right from the beginning, they're incredible. Like super, super incredible. As soon as you put them on, you're going to be like, this is... I don't know if I can get used to this. It's like so crazy soft, squishy comparison to a lot of the other stuff that we have on the market. The heel squish is insane, but they're also very light. So men's 9.5 weighs in at 7.7 ounces. So it's a sub 8-ounce shoe, like crazy, crazy lightweight when you put in these things on. There's so much to love about this shoe. There's a couple things that I might improve upon. Let's go ahead and get into some words of what New Balance says about their product. Now again, these are $140 at retail, and I did get a true to size 9.5 for myself, but I did get a wide version. So for those people with wider feet, you have the wider options. I absolutely love that. Crafted to be light and fast, built with fuel cell foam to deliver maximum propulsion and speed with minimal weight. The FuelCell Rebel V4 will be your go-to shoe for any kind of run. The FuelCell Rebel is a fan favorite of one of the most versatile shoes that they build. It's lightweight for up-tempo runs with energetic midsole that balances high energy return and cushioning with security for daily mileage. It has a geometric fuel cell midsole made with a new PIBA EVA blend, which provides a taller and wider bed of lightweight cushioning while maintaining that propulsive feel. It has a lightweight lockdown, a breathable mesh upper that utilizes the Phantom Fit technology for added bonded support. And so far, every one of the reviews on New Balance's website on this shoe is a 5-star out of 5 stars. That's pretty impressive. But this is one of those shoes that people that have tried the FuelCell Rebel V3s or 2s, and if you really like that shoe, then you absolutely should try the shoe. It's definitely like a better, like more secure, wider fit version. It's just an overall better build than what they already had, which was already really excellent. But if you've never tried the FuelCell Rebel line so far, this is the great introductory pair to get. Once you try these out, you'll not want to go to the 3s or the 2s. You'll just be happy that you got the 4s, because these things, again, most bang for the buck, I think, on the market for $140 runner. So what are the things that I like about this shoe? Well, I've summed it up pretty quickly. I mean, it's soft, it's responsive, it's lightweight, it's breathable, like it's squishy in all the right places, but it's also pretty stable as well because of how wide this midsole base is. The fact that they widened out the bases for this year's versions of running shoes, including the Elites, is a huge W for somebody like myself. I don't like the really, really skinny, narrow running shoes that are made just for going straight. But I like it when they widen them out a little bit, and you can play with these and wear these like casually. So this, in my opinion, is a shoe you can casual. It is very soft on feet though. Some people might find these too soft on feet for just like a daily walker. Personally, I really like the way it feels on feet, and I like that they called out that it's a new PIBA like midsole blend. Now I'll do a comparison video between the V3s and the V4s in a future video. I didn't get a chance to do like a side-by-side comparison yet. I also didn't really get a chance to compare these to any other models as well. So if you guys want to see a comparison between these and any other shoe on the market that you're interested in, maybe the Asics Nova Blast V4s or like the 1080 V13s, I could do a side-by-side comparison between these and give you a little bit of a detail look at both of those. The Phantom Fit upper is amazing. It's very lightweight, it's breathable. This really does look and feel very much like the Big Brother, the Elite version. The difference is the price. I mean, 140 versus I think 250 for the Elites. The midsole stack height is not as high. I gotta get the Elite one side by side to compare, but the upper feels very, very much the same as the more expensive $250 version. So you're getting all of this in like this crazy bundled price of 140 instead of like that 250. It's a really, really good value in my opinion for what you're getting with a brand new product on the market. Super breathable. You could literally see through this mesh on the toe box and see your toes and stuff. For those people that don't like this much visibility, then maybe the 1080s are a better option for you. But like if you want ultra breathable, and I'm thinking springtime, summertime coming up, these things are going to be a go. I'm going to be wearing these when I go to Arizona. I'll be wearing these exclusively, and then I'll have kind of some comparisons to some of the other shoes out there. I think I'm going to be wearing the 1080 V13s as well, because that's another fan favorite for myself. I also like the lockdown for the laces, very similar to the Elites as well. You have these fused on lines that have like a black outline, just a nice little pop to that, but it adds some functionality as well, obviously with the fused layer over top. Then you do have the New Balance logo on the sides of the shoe, and it does say NB Rebel on the back of the heel cup. The heel cup is not crazy super firm or anything like that, but you do have some extra added reinforcement here. And then the tongue is semi-gusseted, so it's like attached halfway down here, and then it's loose on the top. It is a little bit flimsy. It's a little bit low cut in the middle as well. I wish this was a little bit higher cut in the middle personally, but honestly, it just feels really good on feet. Also, I like that the lockdown of the tongue is made with this really breathable stretch material. It's just a really smart move. You have these lockdowns for the tongue, and usually it's kind of a thicker material, which kind of negates the purpose of having like a breathable shoe. It just adds extra breathability to the shoe, and again makes this like the ultimate spring summer shoe. Now for the tongue, you have these diamond perforation holes all throughout. Looks really nice. You definitely can see through the tongue, so I'm sure it adds a lot of extra ventilation there as well. I even like the laces. They're kind of narrow, they're skinny. It's definitely just a nice overall look. It's better than these thick crazy laces. Like it makes sense, and it matches the vibe that you get with this shoe, because it's very futuristic, very fast looking, especially when you get down to this crazy midsole. So the midsole, again, where this thing definitely shines, is it's something different, man. Like they're so soft and squishy underfoot. You have so much heel squish. You have so much squish in the midfoot. You have some squish in the forefoot as well. The heel toe transition feels insane just because of the squishy nature, as I mentioned. It also protrudes out the back quite a bit as well. So, I mean, it just absorbs a lot of the heel squish when you're stepping down. It is also pretty stable overall as well because of how wide of the base this shoe is. It kind of just encases your foot in this foam, and it just, I don't know, it feels really, really good, and it looks really solid as well. Now, for those that don't know the difference between FuelCell and Fresh Foam X, Fresh Foam X is their softer elite foam that is like made for cushioning, not necessarily responsiveness. FuelCell is made in mind for that crazy, snappy responsiveness, but it's also very, very soft and squishy underfoot. Side by side, the FuelCell is typically the softer and squishier version of the two, but the Fresh Foam X in the 1080 V13 is very, very soft underfoot, the softest of all of the Fresh Foam lines that I've tried in the past. So it's kind of interesting to see these foam compounds just slowly evolve into softer and more responsive and just overall better. And New Balance already said that this is a different fuel cell combination that we've seen in the past as well, and it is much, much softer in hand. Like it's crazy, crazy soft when you're squishing these things. And lastly, the traction on the outsole is pretty good. Like it's pretty sticky. It's thin. It's not like really, really thick. Like if you want better traction, again, 1080 V13 is probably the better option if that is really a deciding factor to you. Also, I like that there's 3 lanes of traction in the forefoot of the shoe. However, in the midfoot, there's not very much traction. You're directly on fuel cell in some parts of it. And then also in the heel, there's only the 2 strips on the sides. I feel like you probably need a little bit more, but after wear and tear, we'll see how these things hold up. If you guys have worn these quite a bit already, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how the durability is of the shoes. So overall metrics of the shoe, $140, true to size, wide version for myself. The weight, 7.7 ounces. Stability of the shoe, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's not like really, really stable because of how crazy squishy it is, but with the width being so wide, I don't feel like I'm gonna topple over, which is a huge plus. Breathability, I'd say like a 9.3 out of 10. It's super breathable. Traction, I would say probably a 7.5 out of 10. Again, just because of that back section, I feel like that might wear down too thin, and there's better options on the market if you're looking for traction. Comfort out of these, I'd give these probably like a 9.8 out of 10. It's one of the best overall comfort sneakers that I've tried on my feet, like pretty much ever. Like a 9.8 is pretty high rating for comfort, but it's insane. The midsole, just the way it looks, the way it feels, the design elements, the weight, the breathability, again, as I already mentioned, all those things are so good. It checks so many boxes, and it's, again, I'm just excited to wear these with the spring in mind coming up. And also maybe I'm just looking forward to the spring. We've seen a lot of rain around here, and this is not a shoe I'm gonna be able to wear in the rain in Oregon, you know? I usually have to go the Gore-Tex route with other things out here. So this is just like a shining new light of like spring coming my way when I'm gonna be able to wear these and just really enjoy it. The other question, can you casual these? Is it just strictly a running shoe? I say yes, you can casual them. I'm not like a doctor. I'm not here to give you advice though for your feet if you have complications there. Some people might find these too soft and squishy for everyday wear, just for casual wear every single day. If this is your one-stop shop, your only shoe you're gonna go with. And other people like myself like to rotate these in. I also just got a pair of New Balance 480 numerics in. Those are the skate shoes, so those are firmer like Nike Dunks. I like to be able to wear those, and then I like to be able to mix it up and wear something crazy like these also. So like for me, I like to be able to mix it in with my lineup and footwear, but when I do wear something like this, it's just an overall relaxed, like hooded sweatshirt, like sweat sort of day for me, which to be honest for me is pretty much every day now. Is there value in the product with a $140 price point? I mean, again, absolutely. It's just one of those items that I'm just blown away how they're able to take the third version, which was already very, very good in its own right, and then just make it better. Like, just in a ground up rebuild. It's like sometimes you have some things that are working here and there, and you just improve upon it slowly and slowly, which is what they've done, but they've also taken and like conceptually redone the entire shoe, made it even better, and slapped a $140 price tag on it. I mean, I think it's an overall win. And if you guys want to buy a pair of them, please use the link in the description of the video. It does support the channel directly. It lets New Balance know that you guys shop from my channel and help support my family when you guys do that. But if you do buy a pair and you try them out, leave a comment in the comment section. Come back, leave a comment, let me know. Was I right, wrong? What was I right or wrong about? Because I feel like once you get them on, it's going to change people. They're going to be like, dude, like, really? I did not know that this type of comfort existed in a pair of sneakers. And for the price point and just the fact that it's new and shiny, like, I just like that this is the option for our feet right now going into spring. The only thing that I don't like about the shoe that I mentioned is just the heel traction might be a little bit too small for some people back here. It might be a durability issue over time. I'm not 100% sure. Also, the tongue, I do like the overall tongue. However, I wish there wasn't as much of a dip in the middle. I wish there was like a lace loop there or something so I can actually grab onto it, because personally I kind of need lace loops. I'm an old man trying to put on my shoes, and this makes it a little bit more difficult than other shoes out there. If I had to recommend any alternatives to these shoes, off the top of my head, like New Balance line, I would go 1080 V13. It's more expensive at $165. If you need something that's like more year-round oriented and just an overall, like, I guess, more versatile pair of sneakers, the 1080 V13s are amazing, very soft and squishy. The outsole traction is more plentiful, as well as it's a very breathable shoe, but not as crazy lightweight breathable as these. It's a really, really good shoe again. And honestly, I should do a side-by-side comparison between the two products, because they're both really, really good products that New Balance creates. And again, for the 4th year in a row, they've just improved upon them both so much that I'm just like super blown away by what we have with both pairs of them on the market. Now, other than New Balance, I mentioned the Asics Nova Blast V4. That's another really good shoe as well. I think that that one is firmer on feet than these, so if you need something a little bit firmer, maybe go the Asics route. But all in all, dudes, like, this is the one. This is the shoe that I'm the most excited to have in hand on feet, and I'm so excited to be able to wear these to Arizona for the entire vacation that I'm going on. And really, it's just a treat for my feet, and hopefully it's a treat for yours as well if you guys get them. Again, use the link in the description. Greatly appreciate when you guys do that. Take you directly to New Balance. You can buy your colorway. There's 3 of them, I think, or 4 of them out there. And if you guys want to see other comparisons between these and other shoes, again, leave a comment. Let me know which shoes you guys are interested in comparing. And thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. And hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content soon. All right, peace, guys.